How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout for episode 3 of The Lions Den, which sees us try to take Glasgow Lions from UK League 8 as high as they can go. So, last time round we had a UK Cup first round tie with Glentoran, which we won on penalties, which allowed us to get through to the second round to play Alloa away from home, which is today's match. Played 6 games in the league in between. And again, doing quite well. Top of the league on goal difference, equal in points with St Albans. 4 wins out of 6 games, and 7 goal difference to the good. So it's going quite well at the moment. In terms of where we were predicted to finish in the league, if I just go and take a look at that now, you can see that we were predicted to finish 9th. St Albans were predicted to kind of be the top team. So at the moment we're kind of punching above our weight a little bit according to that, but I'm not too bothered about the predictions there. Western Supermare have a game in hand, so I would expect them to win that and probably go top by 2 points. But there are 2 automatic two automatic promotion places to League 7, where League 7 then goes into the standard format of 24 teams, which goes all the way up to the Championship. And then, of course, the Premiership is 20 as it currently stands in England. So, this year probably will be the easiest part, I guess. 24 teams in every single division is going to be hard to kind of get through that. Anyway, at the moment our focus is the UK Cup. In this round of the Cup, if we can take a quick look at it, let's have a look at the rules. So in the second round, if we lose here we get 10k, if we win we get 25k, which is a huge chunk of money for us. As you can see, we're not doing too badly on the financial front. Now at 119, so a win today would see us up to 145k, which will certainly cover any kind of travelling expenses for a short while. Given the fact we've got a lot of Welsh teams to play and we're based in Glasgow, there's going to be a lot of bus journeys down towards Wales, down the M6 and across whatever road it would be. Anyway, I ramble on. So today's match sees us take on Alloa, who are sitting bottom in UK League 2. So that's the 4th tier of the UK Football League. So it should be quite tough today, I think. As with the Glentoran game, I'm not really expecting a great deal. I did rest a few players for our last match against Aberystwyth, which is probably the reason why we weren't able to win. McKenna was injured as well, who is our top goal scorer at the moment, so unfortunately not able to play him. We did make one signing before the transfer deadline in between last episode and this one, which was signing 19-year-old Lee Cameron, who I think looks like a pretty good player. He is a poacher, and he looks as though he's got good finishing and first touch off the ball, etc. Fairly pacey. I think he'll be relatively good for us. Not played too well in the first few games, but he is lacking match sharpness, so hopefully with McKenna out he'll sort of step up to the mark. Ali Roy, of course, is doing fairly well, albeit his skills aren't fantastic. He is doing well for us. We sent back Johnny Court to Wraith Rovers. He was injured, wasn't going to be out until January, but I figured he was on £200 a week, whereas Lee Cameron, we've signed him up and he's only earning £90 a week. So from a financial point of view, and the fact that Lee Cameron is our player as opposed to on loan, it made more sense to favour Cameron over Court, and I don't think there was too much difference between the two of them. Anyway, we'll put Shepherd back in for the starting lineup, and we'll also put on James Morgan. Darren Dolan got in goals for the last game and made a couple of cracking saves, but Richie Barnard is the more experienced and he is actually the club captain, so we'll get him in for today's match. And I think one other signing, sorry, completely forgot about him. Connor McCloskey in on loan from Carrick, was it? I think. Was it Carrick? Yeah, in from Carrick. He's probably better than Vidler. If I have a quick look at Vidler, if we compare the two, yeah, so I would say certainly in the technical side of things, definitely is in favour of McCloskey. Um, yeah, Vidler fits in more with our kind of teamwork mentality. Natural fitness is probably better. Yeah, I mean, in terms of how they've played, Vidler has been the better player and has had more assists. So I might actually stick in Vidler today, just off the back of his sort of better performances. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. I think this is the best that we can go with for today's match. As you can see, Lee Cameron is lacking match fitness, so hopefully he'll start hitting the goals in once he gets fit. And once again, we're in our third kit, sorry. It seems to be we're playing a lot of teams with yellow at the moment. Still haven't set this up, so bear with me 1 minute while I set all these up with the guys on the weaker foot. And then where do we go? We just want that one. Just want that one. Come on. My God, why isn't it working for me? There we go. Right, okay, get rid of those two. No, I don't want to tight mark the goalkeeper. Good God, right, okay. We're good to go. Right, nobody's expecting us to do it, so well, that talk of an upset went down really well. Yeah, cracking team talk, lads. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Pass into space was the one I've been trying to do. So, Michael Chopra, the journeyman of British football, I guess, now. Similar to guys like James Beattie, he's kind of been everywhere, hasn't he? And, Alloa score 9 minutes in. That is on extended. Simple ball in from the right, and, yeah, fairly easy header for Mar there. And we've got our work cut out for us from the off. I wouldn't rule anything out at the moment, to be honest. We do seem like we are a pretty decent side as Roy gets through into the box, falls with a shot off the post. Unfortunately, Cameron couldn't get there for the rebound, but as I was saying, I wouldn't discount us, not at this stage, unless of course Honeyman can score from the free kick, but he can't. Puts over the bar. So, Barnard with the ball forward. Faulds, who seems to be our key man at the moment. Vidler out wide right. Will he justify being picked? Not really. Gilmore spreads it to the left now. Lynch on the overlap is Shepherd. Shepherd whips the ball in, looking for Roy. Probably should have done better there. Should have hit the target at the very least. Need to work the goalkeeper. If we want to stand any chance of getting back into this game, that's exactly what we have to do. Obviously, the UK Cup is the kind of bonus side of this year. Obviously, if we could put out, as Cameron gets through, can he get first for the club? Nope, Crawford makes the save. And it comes back out to Shepherd. Will we be able to work another chance? Gilmer, 2 men on him, fairly composed on the ball there. Faulds just passing back to Townsley, patiently working it again. And the end of the chance here. But yeah, this is really the kind of bonus part of the year. If we get put out, then the league campaign's fairly short, and it will allow us to hopefully get to the end of the year as quickly as possible. And if things go according to plan, or according to the early sort of form, then we may well be finding ourselves getting promotion to UK League 7, which would be good. Plus we'll get some prize money for the league, and yeah, might be able to invest in the squad a little bit. Chopra on the turn there. Very audacious shot, but do you know what? It wasn't too bad at all. And Vidler now looking to break away. No. Once again. Stat-wise, we're not doing too badly. Possession's fairly even, and we're getting a decent number of chances. We're just not really taking them. So I'm not going to be hard on the guys here. I'm going to tell them that... let's go with unlucky. Wow. Relaxed and motivated and gaining confidence, so hopefully that'll have gone down quite well. I'm going to stick with control at the moment. I think once we maybe get to the 70-minute mark, if we're still 1-0 down, that's when I'll look to make the change there. In terms of personnel, we don't have too many options. It's a rather wasteful cross there from Shepherd with the free kick. Had a chance to do something, but No, it just falls apart again. Right, Shepherd once more. James out wide right, the centre back. It's kind of odd position for him to be in. Vidler now finds Roy. Can he finish? Side netting. Again, another good opportunity there. If we're taking our chances, we do look as though we could do something in this game. Probably just take it to penalties again, no doubt. Shepherd now forward to Lynch. Looking for options inside. There's very few people there. Shepherd forward. It's very tight in that midfield. Spreading the play well to Morgan, and Vidler now on the right wing. Vidler just gives up possession, so he's really not doing that well. I mean, he's 7.2 actually in terms of his rating, but certainly any time he's had highlights, it's not been great, as Alloa very nearly get the second goal there. I suspect if that block hadn't have been made, there could have been a goal. Ali Roy is at 62%. He is the better of the strikers, so I really don't want to bring him off. Let's see what options we have. Natumba has scored 1 goal for us. Do we fancy his chances of scoring today? Gonna give him a shot. Likes to play as a target man, so we'll swap these two over. We'll do Ali Roy as the poacher now. Jody Lynch isn't doing that great. McMillan crossing 11. Yeah, I think we'll go for McMillan. We'll see if we can maybe get something out wide right, left rather. So I'll probably tell the team to try and exploit the flanks a little bit, because you can see from the midfield there that Alloa are quite narrow. So let's see. Obviously I can't do it until they've made those changes. Right, there we go. So let's see if we can let's actually just try to exploit the left flank for a change, and we'll look to hit early crosses and we'll whip them in, and we'll see whether or not this has any kind of bearing on the game. Obviously they do have full backs, so it's not as though McMillan's got the left wing all to himself, but he's not going to really get any midfielder kind of stopping him to begin with. So maybe if Shepherd can bring the ball forward to begin with, we could do some. But to be honest, we need to actually do something here. So let's see if we can try and inspire the team to give a few more pushes and see if we can get a goal and take this to penalties or extra time. I'm pretty sure I did penalties in every round. Not a massive fan of replays, but I suppose from a financial point of view I maybe should have done that. But this is what it's all about. It's about tweaking this league as well before I look to put it on Steam or anything like that, so you guys can try it out and see how you get on in the UK league. It looks as though Alloa are just kind of, going through the motions here, being the team in control. If they get a second goal here, we are done for. We really need to get that ball back and send it down the park. Not really going to be able to counter when it's a free kick. It gives them time to regroup. I can't do any more team talks yet. Well, as it stands, we're going out, so let's see if we can maybe push the players forward a little bit more and see if we can put Gilmore maybe as a supporting central midfielder. And yeah, that's probably about all we can do, to be honest. It looks like Ali Roy is going to get booked here. Yep. So not the greatest of days for the young striker. Can we shout at our team again? No. Well, let me shout at them if I want to. I don't see us getting a goal here, guys, to be honest. We're giving a good account of ourselves. Try one more, push forward, and see if we can just do overload. Pump the ball into the box. Go route one. Take more risks. And fairly wide. Yeah, okay, right, we'll go with that. I mean, I doubt it's going to trigger anything, but you never know. Barnard with the goal kick. Nope. Chopra will get through here on goal, and that was a bad miss from him. Pretty annoying to have lost from a free kick and a header that early on in the first half, and yeah, we've done not too badly. I would say on the balance of things, Alloa deserve their win, but you know, we've tried, we've done well, I think. For a UK League 8 team against the UK League 2 team, it's a decent performance, I guess. But can we get one last chance? No, Faulds gives it away. Just too wasteful there in the midfield. McManus. So people who had watched the I'll Take the Low Road series, Conor McManus there for Alloa. Natumba now, come on, 30 seconds, can we do something? Gilmore playing it back the way we really need to be going forward here. Vidler, and straight into the fullback there. That's really not going to do us any favours, and I'm pretty sure that is all she wrote, boys. So a UK Cup second round defeat for us this year, so we've got something to aim for next year. Can't fault you for effort. They did try. It wasn't a terrible performance. 7 shots, 3 in target. On another day we would have scored 3. But, you know, what can you do? Honeyman, who was he? He's a attacking midfielder. Oh well. We'll take our 10k and see whether we can invest that or not. But delighted, exceeding the original expectations. We were expected to get knocked out of the first round, so there you go. We've got a little bit further forward. In terms of the next episode, as I say, this is going to be a quick season, so I might actually do the St Albans game, just because they are the kind of team tipped to win. Maybe Western Supermare, one of the two. I'll see how it goes, but yeah, it's going to be a quick season. There's only going to be another 1 or 2 episodes at tops. But anyway, hope you enjoyed today's episode. A little bit disappointing to be out, but you can't expect to win every single game. If you did like it, make sure you hit that like button, leave me a comment. Let me know if you think I'm going to get promoted or not. I'm quietly confident about it, but we'll see how things go. We obviously are going to lose Ali Roy in January, but we've got Lee Cameron now. Hasn't scored yet, but maybe it'll come good in the next couple of episodes. Anyway guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and come back for some more. And until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.